This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, September 17th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Sunday afternoon, just after noon, there was a bizarre accident on the on-ramp to Aris T. Allen Boulevard, Maryland 665 from Route 50 West. Apparently, a motorcyclist was going around the curve, failed to negotiate it, crashed into the guardrail, and was ejected off of her motorcycle down onto Route 50, 25 feet below. She was flown by Maryland State Police helicopter to the R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore with critical and possibly life-threatening injuries. Edgar Franklin Manning IV has pled guilty to first-degree murder and second-degree rape in a September 2018 murder of his former girlfriend, Megan Ellen Bordeaux. Last September, Bordeaux drove to the Walmart in Pasadena to meet her boyfriend, Manning, to go out to dinner. They ended up getting into an argument, and Manning ended up strangling her until she had lost consciousness, and then, prior to her dying, had sex with her. After she was dead, he drove her in his van to his ex-wife's home, where he spent the evening on her couch. He was gone the following morning, and police finally located his vehicle on September 26, where he was asleep at the wheel with a rope tied around his neck and the body still in the back. He was arrested and has been held. He is scheduled to be sentenced on December 18th. Now, they did work out a plea agreement on this. First-degree murder does carry a life sentence, and second-degree rape does carry a 20-year sentence. And prosecution agreed to drop the remaining charges against him and withdrew their intent to seek a life sentence without the possibility of parole. And they're also going to recommend that Judge Vitale suspend all of the rape sentence. As part of the plea, he will have 5 years of supervised probation upon his release and register as a sex offender for life. Sentencing is scheduled for December 18th. I'm not sure I would have pleaded that one out at all. Hey, beginning today, people from Anne Arundel County Department of Health may be knocking on your door. They are doing a CASPER study, and that stands for Community Assessment for Public Health and Emergency Response. And that's a study from the CDC to judge local residents' preparedness for potential emergencies and disasters such as severe storms and floods. They'll be going door to door between 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. both tonight and tomorrow in neighborhoods around the county and the city of Annapolis. They will be 2-member survey teams, and it is a 15-minute survey that will have questions about household disaster preparedness, health needs, and training such as CPR and first aid. They say that the survey will be anonymous and no personal information will be collected, but since they obviously know your neighborhood, your house, your address, maybe the color and kind of car that you have and what you look like, I'm not sure how anonymous it is, but just be prepared if you get a knock on the door a little bit later on tonight. Some sad news out of Pasadena. Lauer's Supermarket and Bakery is closing both of their locations after 45 years under the same ownership. The store's location on Edward Rayner Boulevard is going to close on the 30th of September, and the one on Fort Smallwood Road is going to close on October 14th. Lauer's did post a letter to their Facebook page, and in the letter it said, "It's been a privilege to experience the dedication of a number of individuals that have been part of our family since 1974. We have had the pleasure to see families grow as generation after generation have walked through our doors as Lauer employees. Thank you to each and every person that has committed their time to the Lauer Supermarket mission." Now, those areas are still going to be served by grocery stores. They have been sold, and Garrisbeck Food Market has acquired the Riviera Beach location, and Green Valley Marketplace has acquired the one on Edwin Rayner Boulevard. And before we wrap up, just a bit of a programming note, and apparently I lit a firestorm yesterday with a very insensitive comment that I made as an aside to a story about the Cornhill Street flasher. A woman was parked along Cornhill Street at 4 a.m. the other night and was confronted with a flasher. Nobody deserves that. The aside to my commentary questioned why someone would be parked in a car at that hour. We are constantly told, see something, say something when something seems out of place. And that's exactly where I was coming from, as I thought being in a parked car at 4 a.m. was unusual for that street. I did not intend to victim blame, which, in hindsight, is exactly what happened, and I do apologize. We are all human, and we all make mistakes, and very often the best we can do is apologize and promise to do better. So let me be very clear. I unequivocally apologize for the insensitive comment. Thanks for keeping me honest. All right, that does wrap it up for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. If you can click on that first link in the show notes, you'll find out all the different ways that you can connect with us and we can connect with you. Please give us a rating or a review if you're someplace where you can do that, and recommend us to your family and friends and coworkers and colleagues and enemies and everything else. Other than that, hang tight. We've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. He's coming up in just 1 minute after this brief message about Twist and Stout.
September 28th, the second annual Twist and Stout Festival at Quiet Waters Park along the shores of the South River. Twist and Stout, a Maryland wine, craft beer, food, and arts festival presented by the Anne Arundel County Department of Recreation and Parks along with the Maryland Wineries Association. Sample dozens of craft beers and Maryland wines. There's music all day starring the Groove Spot Band, along with the Naptown Brass Band and Vertigo Red. Watch the Plein Air Painters and shop dozens of artisans, crafters, and food trucks. Tickets are on sale now at twistandstout.org. That's TWISTANDSTOUT.org. September 28th, Twist and Stout at Quiet Waters Park, noon till 6. Tickets at twistandstout.org. Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, September 17th. Yesterday was a warm one to get the work week started with summer-like highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s, but temps will be much nicer today with highs in the 76 to 83 degree range, along with mostly sunny skies. And it'll be more of the same tomorrow and Thursday with highs even a bit nicer in the 73 to 80 degree range before going back up a bit to near 80 degrees on Friday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic, a carrier deck in the South Pacific, the moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
Suicide prevention starts with everyday heroes like you. Join us Saturday, September 21st at the Navy Marine Corps Stadium in Annapolis as we walk to fight suicide. Be a part of the movement turning hope into action. Funds raised will benefit the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Annapolis. Together, we can help stop suicide. Go to afsp.org/Annapolis.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.